Hello again everyone, welcome back to Landric Plays, welcome back to Hand of Fate, and hey, maybe this is the episode where we're finally going to defeat the King of Scales. I have my reservations, but you know, it could happen, so let's crack on with it.
One more run. One more attempt.
Yeah, just one. Only one. So, we'll have a quick look at our deck before we get started. So there's the King of Scales, there's the horrible, horrible curses he keeps inflicting on us.
Again, the great lizard will rebuff you.
Yeah. So one of the things I was considering before I started this video is, because of that curse that costs food for every time we activate an ability, maybe we should have some weapons that don't have particularly good abilities, or rather are particularly good without their abilities. So Skeleton's King's Sword, for example, I mean, all of these are going to have abilities, right? Because they're all special weapons, but the problem is a lot of them are less strong without the ability. So Desperate Measures is really good because it does fairly good base damage. It doesn't even have the ability, it's sort of like a passive one. But all the others sort of do, and I don't think we have any without it. I don't know if Mortal Whimsy takes on the properties of the... it just takes on the properties of the weapon exactly, I bet it does. What else? Can get rid of the Ring of Enlightenment. Do we want to add anything else? I feel like maybe we should add another shield just in case. We'll add the Emperor's Jewel. That gives us a chance of free artifact use, so if we find one of those artifacts, that'll come in handy. Yeah, let's go with that. Encounter-wise, we'll just have a quick look through these, so... yeah, that looks alright. We've got some interesting token cards, we've got some ones that are more likely to help us. In fact, we have plenty of cards with tokens. What else? So, definitely don't want the Labyrinth, because that was horrible. The Holy Forge is good, but I don't know if... well, I say it's good. It's only good if you find this metal ore, which I'm keeping in the deck because I want to see if it affects... where is it? In here somewhere. The Elder Lizard promised us help in exchange for some sort of token, and it's not been gold or gems or jewels or anything like that, so maybe it's this random lump of metal. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Alright, here goes King of Scales. So he has the rusty axes, he adds a whole bunch of horrible lizard men. We do get some shops. Maybe I should... yeah,
It
I
has
should go back to
finally
the shop.
come to this. I am tired. It has been too long. Yet life will not let the candle be snuffed. I want to know what lies beyond that door. Yet, I will not go easily.
That was quite heartfelt. Okay, so we've got the Mage's Mask, which gives us a chance of creating a shield every time we're hit. Perfect. High Constitution whenever we eat food.
You favorably.
We get twice the usual healing. Both of those are pretty good to start with. That's right, we're on a sea journey towards to try and find out to try and do something about this Kraken that's constantly attacking ships. So, the plan that you hatched with Carlo is you're getting aboard the trading vessel Peregrine's Talon, which follows the same path as the smuggling ships from Knowledge. However, to avoid more surprise visitors at the tavern, you've agreed to masquerade as a spice merchant. You approach the guard at the front gate and show him your paperwork. So, we did fail this one, but I
Choose
think...
from these options.
there we go. So he waves us through with only a passing glance at our forged papers, and we enter the long queue to clear customs. You can expect a more thorough examination of your pretense here. Okay, so slightly longer odds. Let's try this one. Damn. The customs officer quickly realises that you're no spice merchant and that your cargo is almost entirely fabricated. You flee the port before any trouble starts. Okay, so we'll have to come back another day. Okay.
Mages treat the world as their plaything and its inhabitants as their toys. Worry not. He will be put in his place eventually, I am sure.
So a wizard tumbles out of a strange portal, chased by monsters. We have to protect him. Oh, good. A lava golem. Well, at least it's only one lava golem and it's not surrounded by... What was it last time? Was it lizard men and lava golems? That was pretty horrible. One lava golem should be pretty trivial. Just do a lot of bouncing around. Ooh, I hate this attack. But I think we successfully avoided it. There we go. Rush to the other side of this one. Ooh. So I think if we're sort of rolling as it goes off, we're alright. But we weren't that time. Just keep... and again. Okay, so we're taking a little bit of damage. But we're doing mostly okay. And there's only one of them, so as soon as we get this guy... There we go. So not the worst first encounter ever. Certainly a lot better than some of the ones we've seen before. I don't know if our mage's face, mask, hat, whatever, triggered at all. But good. For helping the wizard, we get 3 game cards.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Do we want the rusty axe? Let me think about that. What's the ring of reward? After every third combat...
Of all rings, this is the one most coveted by the greedy.
Well, it's certainly better than rusty axe, so after every third combat we draw 3 equipment cards and keep 1. That's pretty excellent, actually, especially so early on. 10 max health, hopefully that'll offset some of the pain cards.
But it is only a momentary respite.
Treasure chest. Nice. So again, let's try and get some early equipment, and then we can ideally rush straight to the King of Scales and avoid that curse that he keeps bestowing on us. Okay, so there's no trap. But let's see if we can get it open. There we go. After a mighty heave, the lock gives way, and the spoils are ours. 4 game cards, so some gold, some more gold, not a lot of gold. That's quite a bit of gold. And that's even more gold, wow. So let's hope we find a shop, because otherwise we're just going to get a pain card that takes away all of our gold. Twilight Ritual, so this is part of the Druid's questline.
Token now.
You arrive at the Sacred Stones as dusk falls. The robed Druids are already waiting for you. Stand watch, warrior, while we complete our task. A storm rolls in as the now familiar chanting begins once more. A noise in the trees draws your attention and you quickly find yourself in battle again. 2 monster cards, 4 of scales, 2 of scales. So overall the 6 of scales. So given that we could have drawn 2 sets of the 6 of scales, that's not too bad at all. Could be fighting 12, we're only fighting 6. Always look on the bright side. So we'll try and dispatch these lizards as quickly as we can, and without taking too much damage. There's our magic shield. Did we take a hit? I don't think we took a hit. Interesting. Well, we'll just keep doing what little bits of damage here and there we can in between rolls. I thought that one was going to hit me. Okay, so 1 down. Ow. There we go. We've got to start actually countering some of these things. There we go. Because why wouldn't you counter stuff? It's basically a little bit of free damage. And I think you're, well, not necessarily invulnerable while you're doing it, but I think everyone waits politely for you to finish before they start attacking you again, which is nice. There we go, look at that. 100 out of 100 health left. Everything went according to plan. So just as we butcher the last lizard, more of them rise from the waters. And the druids don't care, because they're druids. So we bravely approach the new threats, weapon held high, and we wade into the skirmish. 2 more monster cards, so another 4 of scales, another 2 of scales. Yeah, it's fine, so we just do the same thing all over again. Okay, not necessarily the most interesting, but I guess it gets us to prove that it wasn't just a fluke the first time. So let's get stuck into it. Every time I forget I need to bash these guys. Okay, we're not doing as well this time, are we? Maybe these lizards are harder. Let's see if we can just smack you around first, because you're annoying me. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't dodge out of that time either. There we go, countered that one though. There we go, that was a bit better. Yes. That's not fair. Come on, come on, come on. So they seem to have a habit of, once I counter them, sort of performing an unblockable attack straight away. I wonder if that's coincidence, or if that's actually a thing that they've learned how to do now. Ooh, they are still ganging up quite a lot. There we go. No, I think that's definitely one of their sort of their attacks now. So we'll just do some bashes, we'll do some damage. Wow, we're already down to 60 health. Yeah, this has definitely not gone quite as smoothly as last time. So, I mean, on the bright side, at least it went smoothly last time then, eh? If it had gone badly both times, we would be stuffed. But this is the so this is the second sort of ritual that we've had to defend for the druids. I've got a feeling this is not going to be the last set of lizard men we have to defeat this time. It's probably going to be something extra horrible coming out. It's going to be the Jack of Scales, isn't it, or something like that. Sorry, we'll just have to be more careful. It'll be okay. Come on, what's it going to be? Oh no, that was it. You continue to kill lizard men until well into the night. Yeah, it feels like it. Eventually the druids cease their ritual and their leader approaches you. Your reward for the carnage you have unleashed. We get 3 game cards and a token. So some food, lovely. Some more food, even lovelier. And 15 gold. The final act will take place on a moonlit night. You will be here when you are summoned. I have foreseen it. Yeah, we probably will. Unless we successfully defeat the King of Scales. It could happen.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth.
Okay, so there's a shop. So we could actually buy some blessings.
It would be so easy to create a game that merely defeats you. A game in which you stand no chance, also completely unfair. That is not how I work. I refuse to play in such a manner. Our game is fair, and you will be defeated fairly.
Well, we'll see. So this card, again, part of the Kraken quest, it's locked into our deck, and we don't seem to have any way of getting rid of it, or getting this token yet. We just keep drawing curse cards. Cowardice. Oh, that's really annoying.
The deeper you go, the harder things become.
Okay. Well, I guess I know what we're doing at the priest. Can we remove this curse? So I was going to say let's buy some blessings, but I think I'd actually prefer to remove these curses now. So let's see how much it would cost, because cowardice is particularly annoying. Didn't we have some other curses? Or are we stuck with those because they're... I can't see my inventory from here, can I? Oh, I can. There we go. Inventory. Blessings and curses. Ah. I guess we didn't draw any curses. That's alright then. So, 38 to remove cowardice. I think I will, because oftentimes getting into combat, while it will sort of hurt our health in the long run, is actually really sort of valuable. Can we afford any blessings? Okay, knowledge, meh. Holy touch, meh. Will of the gods, meh. So I think we're alright actually. We've got stacks of food. I don't really want to carry on leaving all of this gold in our pockets, because I guarantee a paint card is just going to take it all away. But in the same vein, there's nothing we want, so it seems a shame to waste it. Okay, Desert of the Damned. We find a casket bearing a cursed mark. Do we open it? Let's gamble. Damn. Okay, it's not the huge failure, but it is a failure. so there's nothing inside. Eh. No pain, no gain, except in this case, so we draw another curse. Surprise attack. The first hit in every combat affects triple damage.
Delivers again. That's
pretty bad, especially if we end up getting hit by the what's its face, by the King of Scales himself, because he will do a lot of damage. Wager 20 gold. Why not? I couldn't keep track of those. Gamble. Yes. Hooray! He's misplaced his 20 gold, so we'll draw something from the armory instead. That's pretty good, actually. Fool's gold. What does Fool's gold do?
A quick flash of gold, and the bandits will forget themselves.
Every bandit killed nets the player 2 gold. All bandits are stunned for 3 seconds, so that's pretty good. But it is on every weapon ability usage, which we're trying to limit, so we'll probably not go for that. The Mask of Extortion, well, we've already got a mask, but it does do...
What would you pay for prowess in battle, I ask?
Increased damage based on our gold, but then again, Skeleton King Sword just does more flat damage, and it does have this ability that we could use if we wanted to.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
And then off across the ocean we go.
I was left these simple pieces, and from them I have built a palace of memories, a convoluted maze that few will ever reach the end of. Will you be one of them?
Well, we're certainly going to try to, so we're descending into the underworld again.
Again, a token is at stake.
How far into the underworld will you descend? Well, we'll keep descending. The early levels of the underworld are filled with hell beasts and the others who have been pulled through the portals. 2 monster herds. 4 of hell. 4 of hell. So 8 hell beasts to work our way through. This should be alright. I mean, they're nasty, but they're not that nasty. And especially with our mage hat, this should come in. Our mage's mask, whatever you want to call it, that should come in quite handy. We've got our better sword, so we're doing slightly more damage. It is getting a little bit spread out all over the place because we're having to dodge around all these attacks. I suppose we don't have to dodge around all these attacks, but I am. Because we really should be sort of focusing on target, but it makes it difficult to do that when they cluster around you like that. See, that's annoying because it didn't show the prompt for whether this was going to be a blockable one or not. It's difficult to tell them apart. There we go. I'm trying to focus this guy. There we go. So everyone we defeat is a little less damage and crowd that they're going to inflict on us. Almost there now. And we've lost a little bit of health, but nothing that some food won't cure. There we go. Finally actually got a capture. There. Easy peasy. So we've seen this card a couple of times now, and nothing sort of really come of it. Ooh, he says, and then something comes of it. So what have we got here? So we've got Mage Strike, which is nice. What does Warcry do? Perform your most... able to perform your most damaging attacks without building a combo. So I don't know, again, whether this fixed normal weapons or only special weapons. Which is a bit of a shame. Because if it does affect normal weapons, this would be really nice. I think I'll go with Mage Strike, just because Mage Strike's cool. Okay, so we've cleared, but how many lurk below? So maybe we just have to do that card a whole bunch. And in fact, are we going to have to do it again if we go past it again? I see. Maybe we have to do it in the same level, so we just have to keep going back and forth. Let's try and get the weapon. Even if it's not something like necessarily better, we can sell it later on.
A choice. Select your desire.
There we go. So we get down, we get the weapon. Flip, 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 flip. Undead Bane. It's alright. Don't think it's better than our Skeleton King Sword. Does the same amount of damage. But the ability, even if we're not going to use it, is less impressive. lose 3 gold. Oh no! As pain cards go, that was basically as good as we could get, I think. Ah! So it looks like if we do cross this again, we'll have to defeat it again. And the metal ore's up there. I do kind of want the metal ore, but again, given that we're sort of being punished for exploring by drawing these pain cards all the time, I think I am just going to leave this level as well. We're in good shape. I don't want to jinx it.
Caves and caverns. One cannot hope to find adventure without a little delving now.
See, that's unpleasant. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was golems and mages, wasn't it? That's a horrible combination. Let's see if we can just get rid of them fairly quickly. I might even cast Mage Strike on that golem, because... that's right, I've got to make sure to try and block those the projectiles, because they do track you. So you can't just roll under them, they will follow you, at least a little bit. I think he just killed the mage for me. Nice. So, there we go. That's Mage Strike. Oh, whoop. We killed him before it even went off. Okay, we wasted our artifact a little bit there, but meh. I guess he took a fair bit of damage from the mages. Okay, 2 gain cards. 15 health. And a blessing, that's really nice.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
So we get to choose an extra treasure, which again is really nice because of the rusty axes that have been mixed into our deck.
We are all merely pieces upon the board. The circle repeats without end. Does the rook understand the oblivion that engulfs it when it is placed back in the box? Does the king understand that he truly rules over nothing?
We get the blessing from the old gods. Toxic
Useful.
blood. Yeah, pretty useful. Help the locals. So we've seen this come up a couple of times, and every time they ask us for some help, and they always say, we'll give you a reward later. So what are they going to ask us to do this time? Starving due to harsh winter. Yeah, we can actually afford to give them 8 food for once. So maybe just we have to sort of beat this card a couple of times before we get a reward, or maybe it's just a case of they're just going to keep asking us and never give us anything. Who knows?
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards.
Interesting.
Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
So we've seen this card before, and every time we've drawn it, it's just gone straight back on the table because we've not been able to activate it. It looks like this time something might be different, so let's see what happens. One day you happen upon a young wizard practicing his magic in the forest. Ah, are we wearing a mage face? The mage hat, is that why we can do it? He greets you in a friendly manner and beckons you closer. Since we have been forced to leave our sacred tower, we must make our own way into this world. For a small fee, I could transport you to a destination in a faraway land. Oh, I don't know if... Meh. We'll pay the gold because I want the token, and we've got stacks of gold. The young wizard waves his wand, saying, "Don't worry, I'm almost always successful in transporting myself to other places. Luggage is a little trickier. We're not luggage." After arrival at your destination, you continue to your journey. Ooh, so that just skips us through the level. Which means we lose a chance to gain some equipment, but also we manage to bypass a whole bunch of pain cards. And we got a token, so yeah.
Every card drawn from your thoughts and your memories. Every card tainted by your view of the world and your single-minded purpose.
Not tainted,
the same
shaped.
Singularity of purpose that brings you here.
Alright, let's see what we can buy. Ring of Survival. After every third combat we get 20 health. That'd be quite nice. Mage Gloves. Ooh, Mage Gloves are very nice, and they'll go so nicely with our hat. Yeah, that's absolutely
You think that will help you? The mages, of course, sought nothing so fervently as the means to stay the hand of death. They did not succeed, and neither will you.
So I actually got an achievement for that, for equipping the mage hat and the mage gloves. So we've got our got a couple of extra things we could sell here. So we're not going to sell anything we've got equipped, but we can sell the Undead Bane. And we can sell the axe as well, because why not? And if we did want some extra money to see if we can buy 2 extra things, we could get rid of one of these. one of these rings, maybe. So the Ring of Hindsight I'm going to keep because it is a little bit useful. The Merchant's Ring maybe we don't need. I'll see if we need any gold and how badly we need it. Because I do kind of want the birds. I kind of want all of these is the problem. Alright, so we definitely want the heavy defense. That's pretty much a given. So we'll just get that. And then we can sell the armor actually, and then buy one of the other things. So yeah, we'll equip that. So we'll go back here. We'll sell the medium armor. And then we can nearly afford... Wait, what? Oh, did it only give us... Okay, so we probably can't afford the Berserker Ring, which is kind of nice. Every 6 kills we get 30 health. Or we can get this. Every 3rd combat we get 20 health, which is pretty nice. So if we can find 2 more gold... Do I just get rid of the Mage Strike? I mean, it's a bit overkill, it's worth 10. Ring of Hindsight's actually only worth 2. And as we're sort of just... As we're probably not going to do any pack tracking anyway, yeah, let's just get rid of the Ring of Hindsight. So we'll buy the Ring of Survival, hopefully that'll give us a little bit more health. I don't know how many more combats we're going to see before the end of the level, but if there's a chance that it'll help us recover some more health just in time, then absolutely it's probably worth it. Dead King's Halls. Okay, more monsters, more chance for equipment and treasure.
Our Queen of Plague returns, much like the plague itself when you think about it.
Okay.
There is strength in persistence.
Queen of Plague and the Queen of Skulls at once, so we really, really do need to try and take them by surprise. Oh, that's a tricky one. Let's go for this one. Sugar. Okay, so we get a paint card. We lose an equipment. Oh no.
Oh dear.
We lose our mage gloves, and we have to fight these 2. Oh, that's so annoying. So that's basically just 35 gold that cost us, but... Oh, at least I got the... Oh, jeez. That's... Oh, dear. At least I got the achievement for having the gloves and the hat at the same time, even if I never got to use them. So I'm going to try and get rid of this totem as quickly as I can, because this is horrible. There we go. And now I'm going to hide behind this... sarcophagus, I guess, while I smash the Queen of Plague, because hopefully that'll protect me from the... I'm trying to block too many things at once. Will protect me from Queen of Skulls' attacks, hopefully. So I think I might actually be willing to spend some food for the use of my weapon ability this time, because getting that healing is actually probably worthwhile. But then again, they're skeletons, I don't know how much vitality I'll be able to drain from them. There we go. Sorry, we've whittled them down now. We've taken out the totem, which is really annoying, and now we can just whittle down the minions. Oh no, there's this totem as well that keeps spawning. We'll just keep doing damage to that. Ah, he pushed us into the spikes. That's really annoying. Alright, there we go. Steal a little bit of health. I stole 1 health. That wasn't worth the food, because that food would have given us 5 health once we got it. Ah, well. Should be able to beat her now. There we go. I could have used Mage Strike. Oh well. Whoops-a-daisy. So I think the Mage Helmet at least did us okay. So we get some health back from that. And we get some max health, which is pretty good. And then we fill it up. Okay. So essentially we came out of that with 10 max health and minus some gloves. which is probably actually worth it on balance. Secret Society, what do you do?
The world is but surface. Behind it, mysteries and wonders transpire.
So I think we've seen this one before as well, and again I think we didn't meet the conditions needed to enter. Blah blah blah, we find an ancient door covered in strange markings. Didn't we need to be cursed or something to... Oh no. We need to not have blessings and have curses, I think. So we have the stink of the holy about us. So given that we start each level with a blessing, that's going to be a tricky one to get. There we go, Sea Voyage.
Sail away and see what you will find.
So we don't know what's on these cards because we got rid of our Ring of Hindsight. But I think we're just going to head straight there. Okay.
Again, you come to the final floor. Again, you challenge my greatest warrior.
Okay. So we've got 8 food left, which is probably going to be enough. We certainly don't have any gold, so I can't. There's no point in me going there.
Let us take a token on their foolishness.
So once again, this horrible carnival. Blah 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 blah. Can we get 2 huge successes in a row? I suspect not. This one? Okay, that's 1. So cheers and gas draw us to a large tent. We see some spectacles being performed by costumed artists. Let's keep an eye on this one. Is it this one still? It is. Along the back of the large tent you discover a row of cages. Strange creatures look at you mournfully through the bars. You stop at the sight of a beast with the body of a lion and the head of a man. Please help me, the beast exclaims. I was born a man, but then I came here. They did this to me. You open the cage and the beast jumps out, saying, "Bless you, stranger. I may live out my days as an animal, but at least I won't have to perform for those devils." So we draw a blessing card. Hey, Lizard Eater.
I made that a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
The man-beast turns and flees between the other cages, swiping at them in fury as he passes. Various other cages break open, releasing a number of unusual-looking beasts that fly away. So we did get this token. Nice. But sometime later we stumble out of the carnival. We're not quite sure what day it is. Oh, and then straight into the King of Scales.
My king is powerful beyond measure.
So the king imbues his followers with patriotic zeal. They will not die while he lives, so we have to defeat him first. He wears down his foes with deadly spines, and obliterates them with brute strength. Alright, here we go.
I will happily wager on the outcome.
So we're on full health.
I think you have what it takes.
We have a decent amount of equipment. I think we stand a good chance this time. We stand as good a chance as we've ever had. But he is very, very difficult. On the bright side, we get to use our Skeleton King's weapon fairly freely. I wonder if we can sort of use it infinitely, because we can't kill those guys, so we can just all keep healing each other. So we'll just try and get in some attacks every time he does that, basically, and avoid everything else. So... those scales aren't telegraphed supremely well. Dodge straight into a different thing. So I think we did a little bit of damage to him for activating... Ooh, we got him. Okay. So it's just these lizards now. We can defeat 4 lizards. We've proved that. Oh, I'm feeling good about this, you guys. Oop, he says and then gets hit by a fire. Okay. Just mop these guys up. Come on, come on, come on. Aha, got you now. Even managed to reflect that one. And we finish with a flourish. There we go. Alright, all done. Let's grab this card.
You have beaten all the members of my court. The game is done. Do not think that this means you are beyond judgment. You've not won your life. No, one more trick remains.
Oh, one more trick, you say? So we get new starting gear, food or gold bonus. Each area you enter will be strewn with food or gold. Swift feet, we move with increased speed. Lizardmen fire breathers will protect themselves with flame armor. That sounds great. Ratmen are stronger, lizardmen are stronger.
The dagger is a symbol of the intellect's ability to cut through the ties that bind us. My intellect built this entire framework from the barest pieces. You dare take it from me?
We do. Not only that, we get some tokens. So we protected the druid's ritual, so we get the Moonlit Horror, the conclusion of that ritual. For purchasing a portal, we get a surprise portal. That sounds less exciting. For freeing a victim of the Devil's Carnival, we get some good fortune and the Giant Eagle. And for defeating the Lizardman King, we get the Blood Crescent, the Master Ring, the Ring of Peace, and Soldiers on Leave.
Only I remain.
So that's right, it sounds like we are now going to have to, now that we have defeated all of his court, we are going to have to take on the dealer himself. Well, this is going to be very exciting, but that excitement will have to wait until next episode. I will see you then. Thank you very much for watching.